Have you ever felt like you were running a race against a clock that was already broken? Like you were pedaling as fast as you could, only to find yourself standing still. I know that feeling. It's the silent scream of ambition meeting the unmoving wall of reality. For years, that was the story of my life. A story of frantic effort and frustratingly little progress, until a chance encounter with an old master jeweler changed everything. My name is Leo, and in my youth, I was an apprentice gem cutter, filled with a burning desire to create masterpieces. I saw the raw, dull stones and envisioned the fire that slept within them. But my hands were clumsy, and my spirit was impatient. I would work for hours, only to make a single mistake that would ruin a stone, forcing me to start over. The frustration was a bitter taste in my mouth, and I often found myself on the verge of abandoning my craft, convinced I simply lacked the talent. I believe success was a lightning strike of genius, a gift some people were born with, and I was not. My workshop was littered with failed projects, each one a monument to my impatience. One evening, after a particularly disastrous day, I sat slumped over my workbench, staring at a fractured piece of quartz. My master, a quiet, elderly man named Elias, whose hands were gnarled by age but moved with impossible grace, approached me. He didn't scold me. He simply picked up one of the shattered fragments and held it to the light. He told me that my problem wasn't a lack of skill, but a misunderstanding of wealth. He said that to build a life of meaning and success, I needed to acquire the two greatest treasures in the universe. He then leaned in and shared a secret that would become the cornerstone of my entire existence. Leo, he said, his voice as soft as polishing felt, you must understand that time is the most precious diamond, and patience is the second most precious pearl. He explained that time is the raw material from which all achievements are carved. Every second, every minute, every hour is like a rough, uncut diamond given to us at the dawn of each day. We can hold it tightly, study its facets, and carefully plan our cuts. Or we can be careless and let it slip through our fingers, lost forever. Never waste it, he urged. Procrastination and distraction are the thieves that steal this diamond from your pocket. Guard it, manage it, and from it, you can create anything. Then he spoke of patience. He described it as a pearl, an object of beauty born from irritation. A grain of sand, a tiny intruder, enters an oyster. Instead of rejecting it, the oyster calmly, persistently, coats it with layer upon layer of nacre, year after year, until the source of its discomfort becomes a lustrous treasure. He taught me that challenges, setbacks, and the long silent periods of no visible progress are our grains of sand. Patience is the act of consistently applying effort, layer by layer, without demanding immediate results. It is the quiet faith that our persistent work will eventually transform the irritant into a thing of beauty. From that day forward, my entire approach changed. I began to treat my time as the priceless diamond Elias described. I started each day not with a frantic burst of energy, but with a few minutes of quiet planning. I broke down the complex process of cutting a gem into small, manageable tasks. Instead of trying to create a masterpiece in a day, I focused on making one perfect cut, then another. When I faced a challenge, a difficult angle, an internal flaw in a stone, I no longer saw it as a roadblock, but as my grain of sand. I would step back, take a breath, and apply the pearl of patience. I would study the problem, consult my notes, and work on it layer by layer, day after day. There were still moments of frustration, but they no longer defeated me. They were simply part of the process of creating the pearl. Years passed. The seasons turned outside my workshop window. I didn't become a master overnight. It was a slow, deliberate journey. But with each passing year, my skill deepened, my hands grew steady, and my reputation grew. The boy who once shattered quartz out of frustration became a man known for his ability to reveal the soul of the world's most magnificent diamonds. I eventually opened my own gallery, not just as a merchant, but as an artist who understood the true value of his materials. Looking back, I see so many people, just like my younger self, who abandon their dreams. They are not held back by a lack of talent or opportunity, but by the two great obstacles: poor time management and a lack of patience. They squander their diamond and resent their grain of sand. They want the finished gem without the long, painstaking process of cutting and polishing. So if you feel like you are running a race against a broken clock, I urge you to stop. Take a breath. Look at the day ahead of you not as a race to be won, but as a priceless raw diamond in your hand. Hold it, cherish it, and plan your cuts with care. And when you face the inevitable setbacks, remember the pearl. Embrace the irritation, apply your effort in steady, patient layers, and trust that in time, you will create something truly beautiful. For in the grand workshop of life, it is the wise and patient craftsman, the one who values both the diamond of time and the pearl of patience, who ultimately creates a masterpiece.